Greetings and welcome to another video. It's Saturday, 2nd of July 2022 and welcome to Steeraway, Heritage of Lime Extraction. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting to find myself here today making a video in Steeraway, but as we found out, my previous video didn't go according to plan. I thought I'd be following a section of the Shropshire Way main route, but instead, as it turned out, I somehow found myself exploring a section of a Telford T50 50-mile trail between the Wellington Golf Club and where I'm standing right now. But how exactly that happened, well, you can just watch my previous video today and all will be explained there. In the meantime, while I'm here, there was a video I was considering making here in Steeraway, and now I'm here today, I can carry on with getting that idea organised. Now, from where I'm standing right now, if we look at this road here and look over my shoulder down in that direction, if we were to follow the road in the direction we're facing, we will be following a section of the Telford T50 50-mile trail. On top of that, the road in front of me takes us into Wellington, and if we're lucky and we follow the directions properly, we'll hopefully end up at a pub called the Cock Hotel on Holyhead Road in Wellington, which is a really nice pub to visit. I've been there before, made a video about the place. It's really a nice place. However, we're not going that way today, not in this video. Instead, what we're going to be doing is following the road in the direction we're now currently facing. So yeah, let's carry on. Before we go any further, I just want to mention this little gate on my right here. And as you can see, this gate points in the direction of a section of a Telford T50 50-mile trail. Now, we have explored a section, well, basically we've explored this path before in a previous video. And at the top of this path, if you were to turn right, as we saw in previous videos, it will lead you back toward the Wellington Golf Club and also Lime Kiln Nature Reserve, and at the same time, at the entrance of the Wellington Golf Club, where I started my previous video today, another section of a Telford T50 50-mile trail will take you from the Wellington Golf Club all the way to Bucketry Hall in at the base of the Wellington. But obviously we're not going to be going that far today, especially as we've made previous videos exploring those sections of footpath of the Telford T50 50-mile trail. What we are instead going to do is follow the road here in front of me and connect up to a couple of footpaths at the top of this road. So let's carry on. Okay, so here is where we want to be right now. And as you can see, right here is the Wellington Forest Trails, which takes us in that direction, and we've explored previously in past videos over the past few weeks and couple of months or so. But we're going to get back to this path in a moment. Instead, if we have a look over here, you've got the black and red circular trails of the Wellington Forest Trails pointing to my right, to that gate over there. Let's have a closer look at it. Now, as you can see, the path in front of me firstly takes you along the Huntington way, which I've explored in a previous video a couple of months ago. That was an interesting route to take, to be honest, really good. And then you've got the Wellington forest trails, both the black and red circular trails going on, which from this point I have explored again in previous videos recently. And if we were to continue along this path in front of me, especially following the red or black circular trails, that will take you back to the entrance of a Wellington Golf Club and also Limekiln Nature Reserve. On top of that, if the path you follow in front of me takes you back to the entrance of the Wellington Golf Club, you may very well find yourself on another section of a Telford T50 50-mile trail, which I explored a couple of weeks ago, which brings you out at the Bucketry Hall Hotel near the base of the Wellington. And I really enjoyed making that video. That was a good video. So I think I made that video 3 weeks ago now. Yeah, 2-3 weeks ago. So that's definitely worth watching if you've not already seen it. Now, with that in mind, because I've already explored the path in front of me in various directions, I'm not going to go that way today. Instead, I'm going to head back over here. Now we're back at this path here, which, as I've already mentioned, if we take a closer look, the Wellington forest trails are off in this direction. Now there's somewhere I want to explore in this direction. Now, and on top of that, because I've been here before in previous videos, I'll be touching upon things I've already talked about in previous videos, but there will be a point when we'll be exploring some new territory along here when we get far enough, and we'll get to that point later on in this video, obviously. In the meantime, I'm really glad the weather's improved. I was really worried it would start raining and all that. So hopefully the weather will be nice for the duration of this video at least. On that note, let's get to the next stage and get exploring. So we're at this gate, metal gate here in front of me, which, if you've seen certain previous videos where I've been basically here before, people should recognise where I am if you've seen those videos. And if you look to my right here, you'll see a signpost saying that the Huntington Way and the black circular trail of the Wellington forest trails take us back down that path where we've just come from, and depending on the route and signpost you follow, following the black circular trail will eventually take you back to the Wellington Golf Club and the Limekiln Nature Reserve. And if you're lucky, it'll also take you to another section of a Telford T50 50-mile trail. However, as you can see over here, to this path we're now at, the Telford T50 50-mile trail does also go off in this direction in front of me now, and it connects to that section of path we saw at the start of this video. And depending on which route you take at that point onwards, you can find yourself at the entrance of the Wellington Golf Club, and from there you'll find another section of the Telford T50 50-mile trail that will take you to the Bucketry Hall at the base of the Wellington. But obviously we're not going to go that way today because we've already explored that direction in previous videos. Instead, we're going to turn our gaze to this metal gate and come up this way through the gate. And as you can see, and as we mentioned before in previous videos, there's another signpost in front of me. Let's have a look at it. Now, according to this signpost, both the Huntington Way and the Telford T50 50-mile trail both take us along this path to my left here. Now, I'm not going to explore this way today because I've already been this way in previous videos, especially back in January, I think it was, when I first explored the path in front of me right now. And this section of the Telford T50 50-mile trail in front of me, as we saw in my video back in January or February 2022, will bring us out to a big nature reserve at the works in Telford. So if you go that way far enough, stick to the trails, you'll find yourself eventually back at the works in Telford, which is a really, really beautiful place in that direction. So we're not going that way. Instead, what we're going to do is follow the red circular trail of the Wellington Forest trails. We're going to follow the red circular trail up in this direction in front of me now, on this path to my right. Now again, I have explored this path before in a couple of previous videos. For example, I think it was a month or two ago, exploring Huntington Way brought me out onto this path. And there was another path that I explored, which I'll talk about later on in the video when we get there. But in the meantime, I just want to carry on, get along this path, because this is where we want to get to today. Let's carry on. As you can tell, it's really, really peaceful along here. Obviously, I'm a fair distance away from the M54 motorway where I started making this afternoon's videos. So yeah, it's good times. Absolutely gorgeous around here. Okay, if I remember correctly, if I remember correctly, this point onwards we should be close or getting close to where I want to be in this video. It's been a bit of a long walk getting this far, but it's worth it, to be honest. Yeah, so far it's been very much worth it. So yeah, hopefully just a few more yards to go and we'll get to where we want to be today. Alright, yo then, we're almost there. Now, if we look to my right here, if we look here to my right, we'll see a path. Now, a couple of months ago, I explored this path, and this path is the Huntington Way. And if we follow the path and the signs for the Huntington Way in the direction we're facing, it will eventually do one of two things. Either it'll take us back to where we were at the start of this video that we're making today, or depending on which turn you decide to make, it will take you to the Wellington Golf Club, which we've seen in previous videos. So yeah, that is what should happen if you follow the Huntington Way in the direction I'm facing right now. But we're not going to go that way, not today, because we've already explored it in a previous video. Instead, we're going to come over here and stick to the path we were exploring already. And as you can see on this tree is a signpost for the red circular trail of the Wellington Forest Trails, which points us over here to this signpost again for the red circular trail. And if we have a look over here, you'll see this gate and another gate over there. And another gate there. Let's have a look. Now if we look here, we can see there's a stile letting you go over the gate into this field here, which looks beautiful. It looks absolutely gorgeous around here, but we're not going that way. Instead, we're just going to take notice of something this way. Now, anyone who saw the videos I made back in January and February will hopefully remember where I am now. If you come through here, this path in front of me takes us to that gate over there. This gate here, if we were to go through it and follow the path in front of us, it will take us back to the works, which you can see in the distance where that house is. That's on the border, on the edge of the works village here in Telford. So yeah, I enjoyed exploring this area back in January and February this year. It's really good. I enjoyed those videos. Now, because I've already explored the path in front of me already back in January and February. We're not going to go that way today, even though it's a beautiful day. Instead, I just wanted to point this place out to connect with previous videos I made in this area. And it is gorgeous around here, let's be honest. Absolutely gorgeous. What we are instead going to do is turn around and head back up this way to where we were 2 minutes ago. So we're back here, and as I said, I was first here back in January, February 2022 when I first started making videos exploring the works in Telford. And when I was first here, I decided to go exploring back that way, which obviously takes us back to where we started this video today. And that decision resulted in the various videos I've made over the past 6 months exploring this part of Telford, and it's been a really good experience. But what I've always wanted to do is to come back to this location where I am now and start exploring this path to my left and see where this goes. Now, I remember when I was here the first time, I did see a couple of people walking along this path coming from the direction that we are currently facing, and they said that the route is a circular route and there's a road somewhere along here. They didn't go into specifics, they didn't say exactly the directions going on, mostly because I didn't ask. But all the same, I wanted to come back here and, like I said, see where this path takes me. So let's have a look. Hopefully it won't take too long, but we'll soon see. If I look to my left here, yeah, as you can see, there's some gorgeous sights in front of me right now. I'm not gonna lie, that's some beautiful countryside in front of me right now. I love Shropshire. I'm honestly interested to see where this path goes and how long it goes on for. Hopefully not too long, but we'll soon see. But yeah, I imagine it's going to get really interesting at some point, or at least I hope it does. I've noticed in the ground there's various tracks which are horseshoe shaped. Clearly that means people who have got horses and ride horses use this place, come along this track quite often. And there's obviously tracks for mountain bikes as well, so clearly mountain bikers come along here for an adventure themselves, along with horse riders. That's pretty cool, that is. Very, very cool indeed. I like it. Alright, well, looks like there's something interesting a few yards in front of me. Obviously I can't tell what it is yet. I'll figure it out when I get closer. All I can tell right now is that something is there and it looks interesting. Let's carry on. Okay, there's a gate there. Okay, we've got a metal gate in front of me. Be careful of a tree. Well, there's a little section going around the gate, so we can bypass it quite nicely. More horseshoe shapes, more horse tracks in the dirt below and the ground. So yeah. Okay, so where are we now? This looks interesting. Okay, we got, as you can see, we've got a boulder right in front of me. We've got some boulders to my right. The path in one way goes to my right. And also to my left. There's a couple of signposts in front of me. Let's have a look at these signposts. What do they say? This one doesn't say anything. Doesn't give any clue about what lies in that direction. But if we carry on this way, we've got a signpost right there. Okay, all it says is a yellow signpost, meaning it's a public footpath. In one direction, takes us down that direction in front of me. Otherwise, it seems to be pointing along some kind of footpath to my right. And again, pointing back up that way. And the path gradually turns to our left in that direction. Interesting. Okay, what I'm going to do is follow the yellow signpost in this direction, coming down this way. So basically, here we are back at the boulder. If we look behind me, going through that gate and following the path in that direction takes us back to where we started this video today. Okay? And where we are now, at this boulder, we've got the option of either turning right and exploring the public footpath in that direction. But we're not going to do that. We're not going to go that way. Instead, I'm going to turn left and follow the yellow signpost we just saw a minute ago in this direction, down this way. So yeah, to be honest, I'm not surprised that I found such an option going on, where the path splits off into two completely different directions. Now hopefully, I hope that going this way I'm walking in right now will lead me back to the works, which I've made previous videos about. Hopefully, maybe. I might be wrong, I could be wrong, but we'll soon see. But even if I don't end up at the works, I hope at the end of this footpath there's a nice little landmark of some kind which will make an appropriate end to this video. Question is, how long is this path and how long is it going to take me to get to the end? Let's find out. By the looks of it, I'm surrounded by some gorgeous countryside, but I can't see much of it right now because of the trees on either side of me. However, I imagine the further along I walk, the more chance I'll get to see the surrounding countryside. So yeah, that'll be good. Let's see how it pans out. Okay, so the path is obviously opened up. The trees have been replaced by this hedgerow in front of me. Now the hedgerow is obviously somewhat tall, so I can't see much of the countryside that surrounds me. But it does look a lot like farmland, to be honest here, and from what little I've been able to see already, it is some absolutely gorgeous farmland and countryside that surrounds me right now. Now I can see there's something interesting in the distance in front of me. For starters, I think I can see a couple of people walking in front of me, but I'm sure I saw something beyond them, which is, I expect to be rather interesting and worth looking at. But we'll get there in a few minutes. We'll soon see where I am. In the meantime, as you can see, the weather's gorgeous. I'm enjoying being here right now. This is definitely worth a trip. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I've just spoken to the two people I saw who were walking their dogs. And they say that if I keep on walking along this path in front of me and basically keep to the left, I'm eventually going to come across a junction, and at this junction I'll see some signposts. But if all goes to plan, I'm going to end up in Little Wenlock. That's going to be funny. It's going to be funny if that turns out to be the case. So yeah, I've got a long walk in front of me. It's going to be a proper long walk to get there. But yeah, if what I'm told is true, I'm going to end up in Little Wenlock. Nice one. Good times. I'll see you in a few minutes. Right then, okay. Here we are. I'm guessing, I'm hoping this is the junction I was told about. Now, right there is the farm I was told is nearby. And this is Upper Huntington Farm. Okay. So what we want to do is come this way and stick to the road And yeah, if I understand what I was told correctly, I've got to come this way along this road and I'll end up on the other side of Little Wenlock. Nice one, I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a good time situation. So yeah, let's carry on. Right, clearly what I'm supposed to do is follow the road, and yeah, just stay on the road and keep on following the road in front of me. So the road I'm walking comes out to this road here, okay, and as you can see there's a signpost in front of me which I want to have a look at. Where are we? I'm in Huntington. Okay. You've got the Wellington over there. You can just about see. Okay. So to get to Huntington, I'll be following the road to my left there. You got the Wellington in the distance there, which means this way, going that direction in front of me now, takes me back to the works. Nice one. So I've just spoken to somebody, and what I've been told, that if I wanted to go to Little Wenlock, then I basically need to follow the road down to my left here. But you know what? I'm not going to do that today. What I'm instead going to do is finish the video right now. And for anyone interested, going to Huntington is from this point, following the road to the left here. I think it's been I don't think I've ever been to Huntington before. At least it's been a very long time. So I'll have to come back here another day. Yeah. I'm going to explore Huntington again another day, sometime in the future. But we'll decide about that at the time. Until then, thank you everyone for watching this video. I do appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, be safe, and I'll see you all soon in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.